Welcome back. Dianna Roller and Connie Coleman are here, and they're going to be telling us about everything about the Baxter County Fair. You will, and then we'll talk about the Fair Pageant. This year, you're on the board. You've been involved with it for quite a while, Connie. Tell us about some of the things that are happening at the fair this year.
Well, to kick off our fair, we have the truck pull, which is a big event for a lot of people, and it is September the 3rd at 6 o'clock at the Mountain Home Saddle Club Arena. And then the Fair Pageant will be the next week on September the 10th.
And those two events kind of competed in years past, didn't they?
Yes.
They were on the same night.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you stopped that.
Yes.
So it's going to be on different nights
better.
tonight. Okay.
Yeah. So everyone can enjoy all of the fair events.
Right.
And then Fair Week is September the 13th through the 17th. And so we're so excited about that.
And it's hopefully there's going to be great weather.
We hope we're going to have
we're
great weather.
out of the oven. We're going to be going into
Right.
fall, maybe have some better weather.
Yeah.
This heat. Ugh.
Yeah.
But you've got music acts and stuff coming to
yes,
the fair.
we got the
So there'll be
events.
music every night,
Right,
correct?
all the stages are filled with some entertainment. Hopefully, everyone will enjoy some bluegrass, some gospel, some country, a little bit of rock and roll, and we also have some fair booths still available for those that want to rent a commercial booth. To showcase their events, and any new business that's come to Mountain Home that doesn't know about the Baxter County Fair and how many people walk through the fair. Each Fair Week we have around 39,000 people that walk through our gates during Fair Week, so we are proud of the county fair that we support here, and the community is wonderful to support.
Now the fair booths, do they open up on like a Monday morning?
They open up on Wednesday
okay.
through Saturday, and we've done a few changes with that. The vendors don't have to stay as long. Fair gates now starting to open at 10 a.m. instead of 9 a.m. That helps the vendors a little bit, not have to man their booth as long. And with staffing issues, we've listened to our vendors say, how can we make this better? We want you to continue to come back to the fair. So they said, can we shorten the hours a little bit? So we've done that for them, and so we're ready for everybody.
Do you have special nights for
Like
specific
Student Day,
Student Day or Senior Day or whatever?
Citizen.
Thursday is Senior Citizens Day, and
Okay.
we're going to have some live wood carving then, and we have events for them throughout the day. And then School Day is on Friday from 10 till 2, and all the area schools, if they want to bus their kids and such, we just love to have all the students from Baxter County to come.
Okay. Well, let's talk about the Fair Pageant.
Well, the Fair Pageant is coming up, an annual event, and what's different about it this year is the club that I am involved in, Potpourri. We've done the pageant since 1984. So that's 26 years, and we've decided that our membership's very small, so we don't have a lot of people to draw on to do all the jobs, and it's a pretty big job.
So
now, the Baxter County Fair Association is going to be conducting the pageant.
Okay, so they've taken that event under their wing and
yes, and the Potpourri Club, we're kind of being a guide this year and helping as we can.
Expert advice.
Yes.
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 So that they know how things normally proceed, but they can do it how they want. But it'll be the same event. It's just going to be conducted by a different group, which they conducted it before Potpourri did it in 1984.
Yeah. So people coming out, they can't.
There won't be any difference. No.
We hope not.
Yeah.
Now, the pageant's is it held at Dunbar then?
Yes.
So it's held at Dunbar.
Yes, Dunbar Auditorium.
And when's your deadline for registration?
They have to be registered by September 2nd at 7
2nd.
p.m. and that's all done online.
Okay, ages?
Starting at 3 years old up to age 21.
Okay, but it's male and female from 3
There's
to...
only one little boy category, and that's 3 to 5,
3
and
to
that's
5.
the Tiny Tot King.
Okay.
And then there aren't any little boy divisions. Older, we had some questions about it in years past. Some moms who had, young men who were about 10 thought it'd be great to dress them up. But the guys just don't go for it too much after they're 5 years old. Some of them don't even go for it when they're 5. But there are 7 divisions. We have the Tiny Tot King and Queen, Petite Miss, Junior Miss, Miss Baxter County, Princess, Queen, and all of them have a winner and 2 runners-up, and they get a crown and flowers and sash.
And they ride in the parade.
That's Wednesday of Fair Week, and that's really a big event. And they do need to register, though, by September 2nd, and then there will be a rehearsal on the Thursday before the pageant on Saturday. That's September the 9th. Is that right? No, the 8th. September the 8th is rehearsal at Dunbar, and then the pageant is on the 10th, Saturday night, starting at 6 p.m.
Now, is there admission to actually see the pageant?
There is admission to the pageant. It's $5 for adults this year and $3 for students, and that is the only money that's paid. There's no fee for the young men and women to be in the pageant. There's no entry fee. So that opens it up to everyone, and you can have anywhere from 150 to 200 plus. It's a big event. Kids look forward to it.
And the website is baxtercofair.com, and they can just click on the fair pageant. They can register there. It's going to ask them some questions, you know, kind of height, color of your hair, color of your eyes, some hobbies you're interested in. And please look at the website. There's a bunch of other information about the entertainment we're going to have at the fair, about if you want to be an exhibitor, if you want to enter something at the fair. All of that information is already online for them to see if they, you know, want to be a part of exhibiting at the fair.
Well, what are some of the categories that people still exhibit? Because when I was a little girl, granted a long time ago, fairs were huge. Women baked pies, and there were quilts, and and that has seemed to dwindle down over the years.
We still have a food category, and we're hoping to canning. We have still the sewing, the quilts. We have a sewing category. Yes, they are smaller and smaller.
What about vegetables from your garden?
You have those. Horticulture. The big thing now is digital photography. That has grown. Everyone's got the neat cameras, and it doesn't take a professional to operate them any longer. And so, you know, that is one of the largest areas that has grown the last few years. We've added a couple new items, some collectibles. If someone is collecting some unique things, we've added some of those, and that seems to draw some interest in the fair. We've been doing table settings, place settings. The place settings. A lot of people have their grandmother's china, and you know, people forget about how to set a formal table. And then there's, if you want to do just the summer fun, you can just do the summer fun place setting. So that's been a little bit different interest. We're just trying to find new ways to bring people back to the fair,
maybe floral
to
decoration and
there
things
are,
like
and
that.
there's handicrafts. You know, there's embroidery, and there's hand stitching and crochet and knitting and baby items and sewing for youth and adult. I mean, there's all those categories, but like you say, not as many people do those things anymore.
But there's still a lot of that stuff to see when you go to the fair. Good.
Just trying to target new exhibitors and what they're interested in. So that's kind of the area we're trying to go, and still keep some of the others. You know, people don't can with their grandmothers anymore. You know, I'm a grandmother now, and no,
you don't can.
Don't can.
Don't can.
So you know, it's kind of a lost art. So we're trying to you know, keep that alive as long as we can. And you know, the Critter Barn is a neat thing, and the 4-H groups are still very active. They are still very active in the, you know, the projects with their animals, the chickens and the rabbits and you know, the animals. And so, you know, we're trying to keep that alive, you know, and have something for everyone at the fair.
Now, one year I was out there, and they had a saw log cutting
chainsaw contest.
Do they still have that?
Yes. Yes.
That was pretty interesting.
We have a group from Alpena that's coming on Saturday night. If you've driven through Alpena, they're the one that do all the wood art. They
with
come
the chainsaw.
and they are coming and going to do the razorbacks and doing some demonstrations, and they have items to sell. And so that was, last year was our first year, and that was well attended. So we're bringing them back.
Is there a rodeo associated with the fair?
No, we have a horse show.
A horse show, okay.
A horse show.
Because often there's a rodeo or something, so it'll be a horse show.
A horse show, because there's a lot of 4-H that are still involved in the horse show. So we're trying to, you know, draw in as many kids and keep them, you know, let them, you know, exhibit to the fair. Yeah.
All right. Well, are there any youth groups that are going to perform at all? Sometimes there are like school groups or little girls that dance or anything like that.
Yes, we have some of the dance teams that have contacted us that want to come and showcase for us, and so those will be listed on the website as well.
Wow! So you can go to the website and figure out when you want to go, and can you buy a band and come every day, or it's just admission daily?
It's just admission daily. The armband just it works in some of the fair, but our carnival, we just don't see a need for that yet. So, you know, we're sticking with just the carnival tickets.
And it's how much entry per day?
It is $5 for adults and $3 for students.
But and there's plenty of parking.
Yes.
And good food. Go to
Good
the Kiwanis
food.
Burger
Yeah.
booth. I'm putting a plug for the Kiwanis Burger booth. But yeah, the fair is always a good time.
It is fun.
It is.
And it starts off with the pageant. Is that
The truck pull.
the truck pull first, and then the day after is
The
the
next weekend
or
is
the next
pageant.
weekend is the
And
pageant.
then Wednesday is the big fair parade, right?
Yes,
Wednesday
the big
night is the
parade.
big fair parade. And
All
that
right.
really is
Yes.
the grand kickoff.
Right.
Yes.
And Tuesday night of the fair, everyone's still checking in their exhibits, but there is no admission charge on Tuesday evening. The only
Okay.
thing that is open is just the carnival rides only. So there, there may be some food booths open, but there's the commercial booths are not open yet. They're not ready.
Okay.
But we're trying to add another day so the kids can come and use their tickets up and not have to stand in long lines and such like that. So free day.
Might get a fried Twinkie or something.
Yeah, sure. Well, you guys have put a lot of work into it, and if you're interested in maybe renting a commercial booth, you can contact the information that's on the screen, or call out to the fair board, or go on. I guess you can go on the internet and
Right.
find out more about that.
Fair.com.
Fair.com.
Paula Bailey at 425-6828. She's our fair manager, and she'll be happy to help you with that. And then Vicky Williamson is our pageant director, and you can contact her, and she can give you any other information about the pageant.
Okay.
We want to thank the Potpourri Club. They've done a great job for many years, and we're so proud they're hanging with us this year to kind of tune us back into the pageant. We've been out there in our boots at the truck pull for so many years, so now we've got to put on our fancy shoes and go to the pageant.
That's all right. That's all right. Well, thank y'all for being here. Nice to meet you for the first
Thank
time.
you.
And of course, we like seeing you.
Thank you.
And good luck with the fair this year. And everybody get out and enjoy it. Hopefully, it's great weather.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Should
enjoy
be.
yourself. Get out there and gain a few pounds.
Yeah.
Eat that great food. All right. Up next, we have Marianne Sherman. She's coming again.
With Trixie.
Trixie, yes.
Trixie.
And I'll let you take that one.
I will. Trixie's asleep now.
Let
we
give
had to
me
wake
time
Trixie
to
up.
take a break. So we'll be back right after this.